going to work outside in the garden today, but it is extremely cold and windy outside. So instead I decided to make this cauliflower crust pizza. The ingredients that you'll need are cauliflower, mozzarella cheese, eggs, I've already beaten my eggs, and seasoning. Now for the cauliflower, there are several options. You can use fresh cauliflower, you can use frozen cauliflower, or to make it simple for this video, I use this bag cauliflower that I get at Costco. It comes in bags, really easy to cook. You just put it on for 90 seconds in the microwave, and then you still have to squeeze the excess water out. I just put it in a paper towel, and I use 3 packages. I use 3 of these packages in this particular recipe that I'm doing right now. So the next thing you want to do is beat your eggs together. You can use 1 or 2 eggs. It depends on what you want to do. I like to put more eggs because you have to remember that the eggs and the cheese are the binding contents of this recipe. And I try to limit my cheese, so I put more egg in it. Probably actually tastes better if you put more cheese in it. So you can make it that way depending on what you're going for there. So next I'm going to put my seasonings into my egg mixture. Mix it all up. Next we're going to be adding all the ingredients into our cauliflower mixture. So I was talking to my friend Shelly on the phone today, and I told her we were going to be out in the garden, but our plans changed. She was going to play pickleball, which she couldn't do because it was too windy, and I couldn't plant things out in the garden because it was just way too windy and the dirt would have been blowing in my eyes. So she actually was the one that gave me the idea to make. I told her I was trying to do more keto recipes because I'm doing keto these days, and she was the one that actually gave me the idea. She was like, you got to make that cauliflower pizza crust. So that's what we're doing. I got to thinking that maybe to add a little bit more flavor to this, that I would add some Parmesan cheese to the ingredients. So here's an extra ingredient that I didn't tell you about before, but I'm adding Parmesan cheese into it. You want to mix it really good so all your ingredients are blended. So I sprayed the bottom of this pan and cut this parchment paper into a circle. Next, I'm going to put the cauliflower and cheese mixture onto my pan. Next, you're going to want to smooth your mixture out on your pizza pan. It's probably best to smooth it out with a spoon. Our oven is now preheated to 400, and we're going to just be putting our pizza into the oven now. Our crust. For 20 minutes. While our pizza is in the oven, I'm going to make our pizza sauce. And the reason that I'm making homemade pizza sauce is because you have to be very careful. A lot of the pizza sauces and spaghetti sauces that you buy at the store have a lot of sugar in them, and some are even higher in carbs. But so if you make your own, you can cut down on the sugar. They're going to have a little bit of carbs from the tomatoes, but I would recommend making your own sauce. So right here I have my garlic chopped, and I'm chopping up the onions to add to my sauce. Woo, these onions are making my eyes burn. Garlic and my onions, and I'm going to saute them. olive oil that I have heated up in the pan. And next I'm going to be adding tomato sauce to it and some seasoning. We simmered this to thicken the sauce. We also added some Italian seasonings, garlic, and salt and pepper. Now we're going to get our pizza out of the oven. It's been 20 minutes. Oh, look at that, baby. Get ready to put our toppings on. Here's our cauliflower crust. Next we're going to add our homemade tomato sauce. Spread your sauce onto your crust. I wish you guys could smell this. It smells so delicious. So now to put on our toppings, what we're going to put on today is mushrooms, bacon, and jalapenos. So today we're using these canned mushrooms. Normally we would use fresh mushrooms. I will admit they do taste better. But since, you know, we're in sheltered in place and we try to make less trips to the store these days, and this is what I had, so this is what I'm using. So now we have our mushrooms on, we're going to be putting our bacon. Put cooked bacon on it. You could put strips of bacon, but it's easier to eat if you crumble it up or chop it up. Make sure you get all the toppings on every piece of pizza. So try to do it evenly. So normally I would have added the cheese first, but I forgot. So I'm adding some cheese now. This is jack cheese and cheddar cheese because Richard loves cheddar cheese on his pizzas. And I'm adding some mozzarella. So next, I have my mozzarella cheese and my cheddar and jack cheese on here. And next I'm adding some jalapenos. And then I'm going to stick it back in the oven until this cheese is melted. We have our pizza ready with our toppings, and we're going to stick it back in the oven at 400 until all the cheese is melted. Now it's time to get our pizza out of the oven. So now we have our pizza done and ready to slice. You can put any topping that you like on this keto recipe. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching.